Pippin was a curious little rabbit. He loved exploring.
One sunny morning, Pippin found a beautiful meadow. It was full of colorful flowers. The air buzzed with bees and butterflies. Pippin had never seen a place so magical.
He hopped happily, his nose twitching. Each flower seemed more vibrant than the last. Could this be the most wonderful place ever?
Pippin decided to explore further into this enchanting meadow. As Pippin hopped, he saw something unusual. Under a big mushroom, a tiny door glowed softly. It was so small, almost hidden.
Pippin felt a rush of excitement. What could be behind the tiny door? He had to find out.
Carefully, Pippin approached the door. He took a deep breath and gently pushed it open with his nose. The door swung open easily, as if welcoming him inside. Pippin gasped as he stepped through the door. He had never seen anything like it before. The air was filled with a soft, shimmering light, and the scent of blooming flowers was everywhere. It felt like stepping into a dream. The meadow was even more magical on the other side. Animals talked and laughed, playing together. Birds sang melodies that seemed to tell stories, and rabbits danced in circles. It was a place where every creature, big or small, had a voice and a story to share.
A squirrel greeted him. "Welcome, Pippin. We've been expecting you." The squirrel's eyes sparkled with kindness and curiosity.
Pippin couldn't believe his ears. The squirrel could talk. He had heard stories of magical places, but this was beyond his wildest dreams.
He met a wise old owl, a playful butterfly, and a grumpy hedgehog. They all spoke. Each had their own unique personality and tales to tell. The owl shared ancient wisdom, the butterfly brought joy and laughter, and the hedgehog, though grumpy, had a heart of gold.
Pippin learned that a rainbow gem powered the meadow's magic. This gem was the source of all the enchantment and wonder in the meadow. But the gem was hidden, and they needed his help to find it. The animals believed that only someone with a pure heart like Pippin could uncover its location. Together, they embarked on a quest, searching every nook and cranny of the meadow, hoping to restore its magic. The animals told me about a puzzle. It was said to be the most challenging puzzle in the entire forest, one that had stumped even the wisest of creatures. The puzzle was the key to finding the legendary rainbow gem, a treasure of unimaginable beauty and power. It was the key to finding the rainbow gem. The gem was rumored to grant the one who found it a single wish, and many had tried and failed to solve the puzzle that led to it.
The puzzle was a riddle. "I'm always coming, but never arrive," a phrase that had puzzled many before me. It was said to be a test of wit and patience. "I'm always near, but never here," a line that made me think deeply about the nature of time and existence. "I'm always present, but never visible. What am I?" This final line was the most perplexing of all, challenging me to look beyond the obvious.
This was a tricky one. I had to think outside the box and consider all possibilities. The answer wasn't something tangible, but rather an abstract concept.
Pippin scratched his head with his furry paw. He knew the answer was on the tip of his tongue, but he just couldn't grasp it. He looked around the meadow, observing everything. The flowers, the trees, the sky. Everything seemed to hold a clue. But what was it?
It's tomorrow. The realization hit him like a bolt of lightning. The answer to the riddle was tomorrow. Always coming but never arriving. Always near but never here.
"Wow, Pippin! You did it!" His friends were amazed at his cleverness and quick thinking.
The animals cheered, amazed by Pippin's cleverness. They had all been stumped by the riddle, but Pippin had managed to solve it. He had solved the puzzle. The rainbow gem was now within their reach, and the adventure was just beginning.
With the puzzle solved, the characters felt a wave of relief and excitement wash over them. They had worked so hard together, each contributing their unique skills and perspectives. The sense of accomplishment was palpable, and they couldn't help but cheer and hug each other in celebration. Suddenly the rainbow gem revealed itself. It was more magnificent than they had ever imagined, glowing with an ethereal light that seemed to pulse with life. It floated gently down from the sky, shimmering with all the colors of the rainbow. The gem's descent was slow and graceful, almost as if it was dancing in the air, casting beautiful patterns of light all around.
Look at how beautiful it is. The meadow has transformed into a paradise, with every flower in full bloom and the air filled with the sweet scent of blossoms.
The meadow is bathed in such a warm, joyful light. It's as if the very essence of happiness has descended upon this place, making everything look more vibrant and alive.
flowers are blooming brighter, their colors more vivid than ever before. It's like the gem has breathed new life into the meadow, making it a place of pure magic. And everyone is laughing with delight. The joy is infectious, and soon everyone is playing and dancing, their laughter echoing through the meadow.
Pippin felt happy to have helped. He looked around at his friends, their faces glowing with happiness, and felt a deep sense of satisfaction. Helping others had always been important to him, and seeing the joy it brought made it all worthwhile. The magical meadow was now more magical than ever. The gem's presence had enhanced its beauty, making it a place of wonder and enchantment.
I'll miss you all, but I promise to visit again soon. Pippin's voice was tinged with sadness, but also with hope. He knew that this wasn't a goodbye forever, but just a temporary farewell.
As the sun began to set, it was time for Pippin to go home. The sky was painted with hues of orange and pink, and the meadow looked even more magical in the twilight. He promised to visit his new friends again soon. With a final wave, Pippin turned and walked away, his heart full of the memories of the day and the promise of future adventures.